Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Alright, I sound pretty loud and clear. Hello, 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 and welcome to another stream of Fate Grand Order. Today, we are not doing the event, because I've done as much as I can there, except for more grindy, but grindy would probably be boring to y'all. So instead, we're gonna take a step away and start working on the story again. I was debating which one to do, because we have a few options. We have the two pseudo-singularities. We have Seraph, and then we have the main story, Lost Belts. Now, I ultimately decided on doing more of the main story. So, that's what we'll be starting today. Today begins Lost Belt 4, India, or as it seems to be called here. Oh god, I don't want to read that. Oh wait, no, I know what that first word is. Samsara of Genesis and Terminus. Yuga. Oh, okay, this is gonna be the hard one. Yuga Akshitara or Shitra. Yugashitra. So, that is the official name of this Lost Belt. I'm just gonna keep calling it India or Indonesia, depending on what wording I use, because oh my goodness, cannot pronounce that. Jesus. And if I was pronouncing it right, I still wasn't doing it well. Let's put it that way. Fucking hell. Alright, I think without much further ado, we can go ahead and switch on over. Also, I'm gonna finish my noodles here. Alright, I'm gonna go pitch this bowl. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Probably gonna have to refill that. Alright. let's get to it. On December 31st, 2019, the entirety of human history was erased in a single stroke. Every trace of civilization was wiped out, and in its place the earth left a bleached wasteland. No one knew why or how it was done. All that was clear is that humanity had been utterly defeated. No, it was worse than that. We never had a chance to fight back. Our destroyer was known as the Foreign God, a being from a distant star wielding unfathomable power. Entity, we have a message for all of humanity. Can't remember what voice I give this guy. This planet will soon be reborn as an old, brand new world. Human civilization was a mistake. The path of our growth was incorrect. And so I have made my decision. I'll revolt against all of human history. Proper human history. We're about to fill this world with inhuman mystic secrets. We will restore the age of gods. To that end, the gods have descended from far-off galaxies, and in their wisdom they have used 7 seas to select new leaders. These leaders will make this planet as they see fit. The one who reigns supreme shall be given the right to renew the world itself. The life forms from proper human history will be permitted to take part in this war, or will not be permitted to take part in this war, or even view it from the sidelines. Trees of creation have sprung all across the land. Now all of the old humanity's endeavors will be set aside, frozen. My name is Woodmine, Quisteria Woodmine. On behalf of the 7 cryptors, I have a message for those of you who escaped from Chaldea. No, rather I have a message for the scant few remnants of the human race. We are the inheritors of this planet's history. Cryptor, the 7 masters of the old Chaldea, who were supposed to save the world. David Semvoy, Ophelia Parasono. Beryl Guts, Kodak Zimlis. Akuta Hinako, Scandinavia Peppuccino. And their supposed leader, the foremost disciple of Chaldea's first director, Quisteria Woodmine. No one had ever been certain that they were still alive, but no sooner had they awoken than they turned to the world they had been meant to protect. Chosen by the foreign god, the 7 cryptors were entrusted with the carry for the trees of emptiness, the enormous trees that appeared around the world after its scouring. Each tree of emptiness was followed by a lost belt, a hypothetical history that had been pruned for the chronicle of humanity. There was the Russian lost belt where humans had fused with beasts in order to survive in an ultra-cold environment. There was the Scandinavian lost belt, where Ragnarok gone awry had robbed the world of any possible future. And there was the Chinese lost belt, where a single ruler who achieved immortality carried the rest of mankind on their shoulders. These and other lost belts were grown to their territory, with the one emerging triumphant becoming Earth's official history. As far as the cryptors were concerned, their only enemy, or rather competition, was the other cryptors, competing to establish their lost belt's dominance. The few remnants of the old humanity, Chaldea, were no more than a tiny bump in their road. Before the world was wiped clean, the cryptors had mounted an attack on the Chaldea Security Organization headquarters and destroyed them. Chaldea was frozen solid, and race-shifting, the only possible means by which humanity could have prevented the Great Reset, was lost. But though many lives were lost, the survivors were forced to make a desperate retreat. The last master of Chaldea still lived. Thanks to the Shadow Border, the all-terrain void transporter that had been developed in secret, and its cross-dimensional zero-sail traversal method, survivors successfully escaped into void space. Having invaded the Great Reset, they emerged in the Russian Lost Belt a few months later, in April of 2020. They went on to defeat Kodak Zemlis, the crypto assigned to the Russian Lost Belt, overthrow the Lost Belt's king Ivan the Terrible, and cut down its tree of emptiness. Then, after another battle in the Scandinavian Lost Belt, they arrived at the Wandering Sea, a workshop that was home to the only survivors of humanity. Now they had gained a new ally in Scion Elthvelm, the alchemist from the Atlas Institute left in charge of the Wandering Sea, and are setting out on the next step of their quest to defeat the Cryptors and the Foreign God. So, how was that recap? Did I do a good job jogging your memory? What about the Chinese Lost Belt? The other things that happened? What about all the events? Oh, you do not need me to tell you about those. They just happened recently, after all. I will say, the recap on Gordov's grand adventure for another time. Anyways, it now has been a few months since you returned from the Chinese Lost Belt. Once you've all rested up, I'm going to have you head out to the next order, Lost Belt number 4, where you'll investigate a strange Lost Belt that's been repeatedly expanding and contrasting. Moreover, the captain will be joining you on your adventure into a dazzling realm of Indian mythology. Of course, if I had known it would take this long to get ready, I would not have hyped it up quite so much. My original calculation had me modifying convincing Captain a bit sooner than this. Hey, it wasn't my fault we all got caught up in that ordeal. Honestly, I'm just glad we were able to verify that we can actually race shift again. Indeed. We now know for certain we are able to race shift from the Wandering Sea as well as from Chaldea. While the ability to observe time and space outside the Lost Belts may not help in our efforts to remove them, having more options available can only be a good thing. Though that's not to say some of us aren't a bit worse for wear. I say, Director Gordoff, has your weight returned to normal yet? It has? Not that I have any say in that matter. I still don't think it's right I was the only one who didn't get to go on break. Nor do I see why we need an obsolete relic like race shifting we have the zero sail. What? What? Why would you think that? They work in completely different ways and go upon two different planes. Go on, Mooney, you know I'm right. Hell them out, you and the whole staff are just sick and tired of race shifters as I am. What are you talking about? They're both mind-blowing technological achievements. You just gotta get used to them, right? Also, I'm on the staff at the original Chaldea too, so if anything, I'm way more used to race shifting. You agree with me, right, Tiramisu? Race shifting is way more fun than zero sailing, isn't it? Honestly, another one's exactly a walk in the park. It too, girl. Why did I even have to be born so race shift compatible? Actually, shocking. No, never mind all that. Scion, that's not all I've been to ask you. I know now that the Cryptors have casted leader, Custea Woodmine, is in the Atlantic Lost Belt. I'm also told it's the largest Lost Belt in the world by 4 that branches of its terrain cover Earth's entire stratosphere. At what possible point could it be in making a pit stop at this Lost Belt in India? It's not a pit stop. We need to go there to ensure our chances of victory are as high as possible. According to the Transmigratius, or the Trimagestus, or Trimagestus, the ocean occupies most of the Atlantic Lost Belt's territory. And we're not talking a modern-day ocean here. We're talking about one from the Age of Gods, filled to the brim with ether and demonic beast. As things stand now, we have no way of crossing an ocean like that safely. If you want to enter the Atlantic Lost Belt now, you would just end up as so much as seaweed.
Oh, I see. That mean we can't go there in the border?
I'm afraid not. Simon and I have been talking about it, and we both came to the conclusion that it's just not possible to make the border seaworthy while preserving its existing functionality. Just because it can sail in void space doesn't mean it can do the same in reality space. Each ocean requires a completely different means of traversal. And since the border is an all-terrain void transporter, we can't allocate that many resources only to make it capable of sailing on real water. I guess we could technically do it if we made the hull bigger, but if we did that, we wouldn't have nearly enough staff to run it. A vehicle that size would need at least 60 professionals to be operated. Can you guess what resources we're lowest on just now? I guess that would be human resources. Minier and the rest of the border staff are all doing their best, but... Right, so we're going to acquire what we need in the Indian Lost Belt.
Huh?
I want us to recruit more people there. No, nothing like that. We already know that you cannot bring anything native to a Lost Belt outside it, right? No, this is a simple matter of earthbound coordinates. India has everything we completely lack, so you're going to go there and get it all in one fell swoop. Is that not right, Captain? We're all done making adjustments and attachments over here. All you have to do now is personally activate the Ornox Phantasm in India and attach it. Yes, I'll go with them. It's been several months since I started helping out with the border's maintenance. It might be as slow as a sea turtle, but I can't help but have some affection for it after all this time. And I know the Phantasm needs to be activated very carefully, with a precise ritual, only at particular coordinates. I don't know if we can use it in a Lost Belt or not, but we never know unless we try. That said, I'm the one who's going to decide what it becomes. That part is non-negotiable. And if I decide it's not going to work, I'm going to come back on my own. Got that, Scion? Sure, as your master, I'm okay with that. Though I seriously doubt you're capable of being so heartless. What are you talking about? We're talking about my coming along with you to India. I thought you had already been told about that. Da Vinci, do you remember seeing a steel pyramid-shaped object somewhere around the deck? Well, it's mine. Well, it's mine. I'd like to store it in the border for me. In worst case, we can use it as a shield. Oh, you mean that weird-looking thing that almost seems like art from a car body kit? Ah, is that the Ornix Phantasm thing you were just talking about? Yeah, it's not as much use for a mermaid that can swim around the ocean freely, though.
Can't say I know what it is you're talking about, but the more servants around who can keep me safe, the better.
Thanks. Anyways, glad to be here, everybody. Oh, and don't worry about my seat. I've already installed one for myself. Only takes up half a Minier's space.
Wow, really? I mean, Captain's gonna be sitting next to me. This is my big chance to show him what I'm made of. I can't wait to get started. Alright, but is that our only objective, India? Does this mean we don't have to cut down a stream of emptiness?
No, you'll definitely need to eliminate the Indian Lost Belt while you are there. Given that it seems to be indirectly responsible for the recent race shift incident. The Indian Lost Belt. There is a very good chance that these histories that were pruned away after they were deemed unnecessary contain significant and unprecedented threats. I determined that we cannot leave this Lost Belt, albeit just because it's low on our list of priorities. Besides, there's still so much we do not know, not just about the Trees of Emptiness. What's going on with the Cryptors, who are the alter egos claiming to be the disciples of the foreign god? Every Lost Belt we investigate provides us with more data. Tiramisu, Matt, Da Vinci, Gordo, Minier. As the one supervising the command room, and as someone personally wishing for your success, there's something I wish to say. You need to eliminate every Lost Belt. We have no choice but to fight, regardless how painful that choice is. You need to eliminate them both to improve our chances of victory during the inevitable climactic confrontation, and to return human history to its proper place. Scion, Whoop, scratch that. I should know better than to get overly serious before you have even headed out on a mission. I'm sure we'll run into more than enough trouble in the Lost Belts, so we should at least try to enjoy ourselves while we are in the base. Alright then, that's all for now. Please make sure to review the particulars of this mission on your mobile devices. This order will commence at dawn. Be sure to get plenty of sleep, and come to the dock by the time we've agreed on. Roger that. Da Vinci? She's sleep standing. Oh, Tiramisu, what's up? We have less than 6 hours until the mission starts. You should head back to your room and get some rest. I doubt we'll have any chance to get a full night's sleep once we're in the Lost Belt. Who knows when we'll get another chance to stay in bed that doesn't rock. It's actually time to go right now, Da Vinci. Huh? It's already time. I've been sleeping standing up the whole time. Oopsie. I don't really want to go. Back to my work. I didn't really want to go back to my workshop, so I guess I ended up resting my eyes first a little longer than I meant to. Well, I feel silly. Anyways, come on. I'm headed down to the dock. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Where'd she get those roller skates? As I had thought, Da Vinci is having some operational difficulties. Neza? I have been behind you for some time. You must have been so focused on Da Vinci that you didn't notice. In any case, this is a good chance to tell you this. You can't let Da Vinci push herself too much. She is doing everything Leonardo da Vinci would be doing, but while in a much smaller body. That obviously puts tremendous strain on her now. You must be aware of that. She may have inherited Leonardo da Vinci's duties, but she is a pseudo-servant just like MASH is. We may differ in format, but she and I are very similar. I understand how she is feeling. No, scratch that. I do not know how she is feeling. Da Vinci is so strong. Neza? I said too much. My apologies, so please keep this between us, promise? I am coming along to the Indian Lost Belt. I hope we can continue to get along. Same here. Understood. I promise I will not let you down. That said, the jewel in my chest is acting up a bit. I don't think this has ever happened to me before. The Indian Lost Belt is a very bad place. Every part of my spirit organ is warning me not to go. Even so, every Lost Belt is dangerous. I am the crowned Prince Neza. I must not back down from a challenge. If things go bad, I know you will help me. I'm sure I have nothing to worry about. Let's go. The others are waiting. Oh man, sorry I'm late. Can't believe I took so long to get ready. Looks like you're all here. Then let us begin the final rundown. Your destination is the Indian Lost Belt. Your objective is to help Captain gain experience point. I mean power up the Shadow Border. Explore the Indian Lost Belt and ultimately eliminate it. Captain and I will handle the Shadow Porter's side of things, so please do not concern yourself with that. What I would like you to focus on, Master Tiramisu, cutting down the Indian Tree of Emptiness. I estimate you should have some room in the border to fit about 20 days worth of supplies, while the Urnanok Phantasm will load it into the hangar as a supplement equipment. You'll not need to account for it in battle, as it's not meant for offensive purposes.
I take it we'll be summoning reinforcement servants within the Lost Belt again, as we've done thus far.
Correct. From here, you'll need to travel across void space to get close to the Indian Lost Belt. And from there, you'll need to immediately undergo another zero sail in order to make your way inside. Consecutive zero sails are draining even for servants, and Da Vinci's protection safeguards can only do so much. So I think it's best we keep no more than 3 servants on standby on the border.
And no matter how many servants we can open on all sides in the future, we'll be able to take 3 of them into a Lost Belt with us.
That is how it works, yes. Not saying we can never send more than 3 if we really have to, but the servants summoned inside a Lost Belt are more powerful anyways. So, when we get there, I'd like you to secure a ley line and use Mash's Holy Relic to form a contract with new heroic spirits, as you have in the other Lost Belts. Alright then, as the Wandering Sea Command's Room Supervisor, I have an order for those to be on the field team. As of this moment, Novum Chaldea will be transitioning to its first battle position. Field team, go ahead and board the border, starting with Master Tiramisu. Once I confirmed all of your vitals are green, you'll begin a zero sail, and officially commence Order Lost Belt number 4, along with its suborder, Horned Monster. Make sure you give it everything you have. I look forward to your safe return. Activating Paper Moon, initiating Planet Navigational Chart, plus minus convergence, commencing Shadow Border's docking sequence into Reality Boundary. Proper human history, reassemble C, Lost Belt Death A. Firing existence verification together into reality space, anchor point, a heroic spirits, virtual nautical chart confirmed. Zero sail complete, emerging into reality space.
And off we go.
Reality space anchor secure. Reality verification complete. Establishing Shadow Porter's existence within Lost Belt. Zero sail, return successful.
Good, we made it back into reality space.
Oh, that violent shaking never gets any easier. Are you okay, Master?
The emergence felt a lot like the one in Scandinavia.
You don't say. You got good instincts, Tiramisu.
All so fast, I can look at her deeply on care myself. What are they? A picture of dignity. There, sir, it's no worse than a drive in the rain for me. Surely all that rattling must have been a dreadful sight more difficult for a freshly summoned servant who's never left their lukewarm base of yours now.
I feel quite as powerless as a krill, one already in a whale's stomach at that. But never mind, so long as I'm at sea, even the most violent of people is a gentle breeze to me. If anyone should be worried about getting seasick, it's you guys. This ship could and should be much more comfortable. In particular, I'd like to add a bit more in the way of padding to my cushions. Good captain must always take care of his crew, after all. Had I known how uncomfortable these chairs were, I would have prioritized making improvements. Hey, I'm glad to work together to keep the border system in good shape. But I'm not about to let you go tinkering with tiny things like that on your own anytime soon. Even something as small as changing the air freshener we use in the bathroom could lead to fighting among the staff. I'm actually being a lot more considerate of everyone on board than you might think you know. That's good to hear, but this is the sort of problem that should have been addressed in the planning stages of creating this vessel. You might have the most advanced vessel in the world, but it will do you a little good if your crew is too low in spirits to make proper use of it. I'd guess the previous Da Vinci had no idea how difficult a voyage at sea could be. Ouch, well, you got me there. The last version of me was a genius, but you're definitely kind of, insensitive about things like that. Still, she did make this amazingly capable armored vehicle back when nobody had any idea what was going to happen. I'd say that's more than gets me off the hook for overlooking little things like cushions.
Quite so. The next time we build a vehicle, we'll be sure to pay more attention to creature comforts. In the meantime, we've made our way through the storm wall and are now inside the Indian Lost Belt. We should begin by assessing our surroundings. First things first, Mr. Minier, you see the Lost Belt's tree of emptiness.
Yeah, I think that's it over there. I can see something far off to the southeast.
So it has already taken root, as I suspected. Furthermore, it appears to have already grown considerably. But unlike in China and Scandinavia, at least we know where to find it. That should save us a good deal of time.
Then let's go cut it down right now.
Just like that, or all the Chinese robots so bold.
No, that'd be too dangerous. The tree is so very far away, and I doubt the enemy has simply left it undefended. Oh yes, that reminds me. I'm aware we have yet to define this term for our current circumstances. But there is almost certainly another enemy we'll need to face here. Given what we've seen thus far, there's an excellent chance that there is a crypto assigned to the Lost Belt, and a king who has been ruling it since prior to the crypto's arrival. It is therefore in our best interest is to gather as much information as we can before we prepare to face them. Well, this particular tree of emptiness does seem to have grown considerably, and also appears to be in a fairly stable state, so we do not seem to be under any immediate pressure. Of course, if things should take a sudden turn for the worst, we have no choice but to act. But for the time being, it should be safe to prioritize investigating this Lost Belt. Whatever steps we take next, we should begin by getting to the bottom of this case, that is, this unknown history.
Yes, quite. Very well, we'll start by gathering information. Important to know exactly the sort of dangers one is up against after all.
I see. Understood. For now. Alrighty, let's see if there's anything else of interest around here. What's that?
It would seem there is something else visible to the naked eye here. Something a fair distance from the tree of emptiness in its own right. Fascinating.
It's very square.
What the hell is that? Is it natural, man-made? Hurry up and get it, man. I'm working on it. Come on. It's no use. Can't get a read on it with anything. Like it's deflecting any attempts to scan it.
I thought it might be some sort of magecraft-based structure. It doesn't show up on any magical energy scans. Perhaps it isn't. It seems all we can do is barely make it out with our own eyes. Which would mean that, empathetically speaking, we can't even be sure it's truly there. I suppose one possible explanation is that we're all just seeing things.
I mean, I'm isolation instead of vision from space. Warm hospitality, a frightening girl. My head.
Please calm down, Director. Sure, that was just Holmes trying to make a joke.
At any rate, the only thing we can say for sure is at this point, we have no idea as to what's going on. Though I do wonder if this may have been anything to do with the mysterious girl we saw near Rush's Tree of Emptiness. In the sense that we can also see her despite being unable to observe her with any instrumentation. Then again, I suppose she did technically appear as sort of a blank spot on our sensors. Regardless, we still have far too little information to work with, though there is nothing to be gained from drawing conclusions now.
I guess we might be able to get some readings if we got any close. Can't say I'm thrilled about the idea of getting near that thing, but if you want to head over there and try. Don't be daft. Why we go try to go inside that thing when we don't even know anything about it? Well, if someone were to hunt what happened to the border to me, mankind's last hope will be dashed for good. Now, our first order of business is to ensure our surroundings are safe, and to ensure I'm safe. Isn't that right, technical and administrative advisors?
You're not wrong. Lost Belts do have their own populations, so we know there's got to be a town around here somewhere. I can't tell yet if there's one near that giant cube or anything else nearby. But wherever we find one, we shouldn't get too close to it in the border. Remember what happened in China. So for prioritizing information and supplies, I think we should start by looking for a campsite. Luckily, the environmental readings are all stable. We should assume it's safe enough to focus on keeping a low profile. I'd really rather not use the camo function if we can help it, since it's a major resource hog. Now, where's a good out of the place? At least we can hide the border around here. Ah, that rocky mountain over there looks promising. Alright, we should probably decide on our plan of attack here, just to make sure. How's that device holding up? They were talking phantasms as quiet as a piece of coral. Not as about to wake up anytime soon. I was afraid of this. Even if we get to the coordinates now, won't be able to do the ritual to activate it as long as his lost belt's here. So we won't be able to use your fancy new device or update the border until we get rid of this lost belt, huh? I thought that might be the case. That doesn't make it any less sucky.
What'd you expect? One can hardly hope to win first prize without taking in part the race. We'll need to cut off this lost belt sooner or later, so if anything, this only helps simplify matters.
Indeed, as usual, my duty is to defend the border, seeing as our last bastion of hope for mankind and all. Damasu and Mash, you two are on the field team, you should be working well in the field. Given that this will be the fourth lost belt you've investigated, should be old hands at it by now. I'll do my best.
Yes, sir. Be sure to stay alert when we're in the field. Like I said before, the environment here is a lot more stable than it was in Russia or Scandinavia. Similar to China's climate in a lot of ways, but in addition to the physical heat and humidity, also a high concentration of mana in the air here. That means you won't be able to use that portable stealth device I gave you in China, just so you're aware. Still, at least we know you won't use the Ulster boards or any other special You won't need to use the Ulster boards or any of the special transport equipment here. So you won't have to worry about that. Yes, ma'am.
Well, God, just sort of enthusiasm I like to see. However, one can't live on enthusiasm alone. Having just led the two of you out in the field is a risk I'd rather not take. Those servants who will accompany you on your investigation shall be...
Sorry, I think this is a sensible decision, but I can't accompany them. I'm not sent here as a combatant. Here, were I to try fighting alongside Tiramisu, I'd just get in their way. My job is to make improvements on this vessel. I may not yet be able to do so. Still a lot of fun foundational work I give in now. The first thing I'm going to focus on is improving this bridge's stock Shock absorption. As I said, these cushions leave quite a lot to be desired. Hey, I was planning to get to them when I had time, you know. Of course, I will accompany them. I have some connection to India as well. I am sure I can be useful. Right, India has historically been close to China, where they called it Tianzhou. Sure you're familiar with it. Thank you, Nizza. I'm really reassured knowing you'll be there to help us.
Nonetheless, Nezza alone simply won't be enough. And Vinci seems to remain here on standby so that she can operate the border at a moment's notice if necessary. Holmes needs to stay so he can make full use of the border's instruments while he analyzes our findings. Suffice to say, Damasu, you'll need to bolster your fighting force if you're going to carry out the investigation. If so, you'll need to try summoning new servants in the field. The shame that Atlas Institute servant wasn't much accommodating, but there's nothing we can do about that.
I see Gordy's in a really good mood now that he has another servant staying behind him who can keep him safe. I agree you'll need to start by summoning new servants, but as I say, every cloud has a silver lining. In this particular summoning has two of them. First off, electricity. Thanks to Scion, we have another disposable booster you can use, like you did in China. She said it's called a void cell. Gotta say, the Atlas Institute comes up with some really interesting stuff sometimes. As a refresher, just hook it up to Mass Shield and provide all the resources you need for the summon. Unfortunately, thanks to all the time it took to make everything, it only got enough juice for 2 servants. But hey, it's still way better than flying a kite in a storm, right? Second, I already found a perfect ley line for summoning, and it's well within walking distance.
I concur. Once you've bolstered your forces there, you can begin investigating our surroundings in earnest.
Understood. Make sure to do that.
Well, no time like the present. Let's go.
You sure are okay with this, Gordy?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, I just figured you might want to say, hold it, I'm the director and I give the orders around here, or something like that.
Oh. Well, I'll admit I did come up with a few authoritative directives ahead of time. But I ultimately decided they weren't necessary. You know, this lost belt seems fairly peaceful. If there's one point in saying them well, while wasting my breath. Or there's no point in saying them well while I waste my breath. Does that make sense?
Of course, there's a point to them. They're very important. Go on, Gordy, hurry up and say something.
Well, you insist that if it's not too late. Hold it, you're forgetting something pivotal.
What's that?
The commander's orders, of course. Can't start an operation without him. Oh, now line up, back straight. Never mind that's the salute, just listen up. Amisu, as captain of the Shadow Border and the director of Korea, here are my orders. You'll investigate the lost belt spreading across the India land and to find a means of filling the tree of emptiness as soon as possible. In addition to eliminating this lost belt and protecting Earth from this invasion, you'll also secure a path through the naval as to further modify and evolve the Shadow Border. Yes, sir.
That's more like it. When a mission's especially difficult, that's when you just send them off with high hopes. We're really coming into our own as a team. I think we even give the whole county a run for its money. Well, Romani wasn't exactly, authoritative. Samsara genus termis, Yugas acetera.
All to ask, why you share this work? You had a fairly rough go of it in Shawnee, didn't you? Granted, I'm so out of sorts early on these. Thanks to having to confront my mortality, though I wasn't able to make the same sort of cool order decisions I usually do. I actually didn't quite remember what happened very well. Still, I do recall hearing something about being unable to summon seventh there. Yeah, you don't have to tell us. We are fully aware. I think we'll be okay. China was a unique situation, even for a lost bout. Still, for what it's worth, I don't think Terrans will have any trouble summoning capable servants here.
Same. All we have to do now is give it a shot. Is everything ready, Nash? Yeah, everything's in place for summoning spell. Connection to the Spirit Origin briefcase is stable. Running final checks. Done. Rogue Spirit Summoning. System Fate. All systems green. Did she just say Fate? Yeah, I said the thing. Let's do this. Go ahead, whenever you're ready, Master. Legendary heroes beyond time and space! My will creates your body. Your sword creates my destiny. You heed the growth call and abide by this will. And reason, then answer me! I hereby swear, I'll embody all that is good in the world, and I'll defeat all that is evil in the world. Seventh-headed cloud and the 3 words of power, come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales! What's up? I am Rama, a saber and the great king of Kasala. I'm a lancer. My true name is Karna. It is good to be here. It worked, Senpai. Couldn't have hoped for a better result. We even know them already.
Wow, good. I knew you had it in me. Well, these servants I summoned are perfect for tackling India. A lineup like that, dare say we're already as good as one. Well, technically it was Tiramisu that summoned them.
Such good news. Almost makes me want to run around whooping for joy. I won't, of course. At least Fo can hop around and glee in my stead. Go ahead, Fo.
What's up, Karna? What's up, Rama? I see. Now I understand. So you were fighting for Chaldea. So we are fighting for Chaldea on behalf of proper human history. Indeed, sounds as though your path thus far has been quite arduous, Master Tiramisu. But now that we have summoned me, the King Kasala, the avatar of Vishnu, your worries are over. No matter what manner of hardships may lay ahead, my sword, a bane to all evil, will rend any obstacles you encounter asunder. A slight chance I'm not enough by myself. I even managed to summon Karna, the hero of benefaction. This goes far beyond just good luck. How many good deeds have you done to earn this kind of karma, Master? You give me far too more credit than I deserve. Still, I can promise you this, Master. Now that I've been summoned here, I'll do everything in my power to see your will done. I await your orders. That said, as a Kiesiatira, probably butchered that, I could ask for no greater honor than a fight alongside the King of Kosala. Truthfully, even I cannot deny that I feel fortunate smiling upon us. How very respectful of you, who's son of Siura, god of the sun. I feel more reassured knowing you have my back. You're really happy about this, huh, Mash?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, no, I'm also just relieved, since I already know very well just how rogue and dependable they are. So grateful they were the ones who chose to answer your call.
I'll say, even without the home advantage going for them, I'd say they're some of the best possible servants we could have hoped to summon. Rama, Karna, Arjuna, and Parvati were my top choices from the Spirit Origin graph going in. But it's still a roll of the dice as to whether any of them would respond to summon.
If it weren't good enough, Rama and Karna are both enormously well known and influential here. Given all that, along with the fact they've known India like the back of their hands, I'm sure they'd be more helpful than usual. That said, I'm sure some things might be off for them here, given the lost belt and all, but sure they still handle it way better than us Europeans.
Speaking of which, what do you make of this lost belt so far? How is it different from the India you're familiar with?
How's it different? How's it not different? I recognize nothing in this topography. No, it's more than that. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. I feel like the air here is... Yes, it's very dry. It makes me feel lonely. Yes, that's it. It makes me feel lonely. No idea what that means, though. What that might mean, though. Lonely. Huh? And of course, I want to make a point to try and sense my wife whenever I materialize. Since she's nowhere to be found here. One more reason I feel lonely, I think. Ah, my beloved Sita. When will I see you again? I don't sense anything familiar here either. Well, I suppose there is. Picking something up? No, it's nothing for a moment. I felt a bit of kind of a tension I feel prior to battle. Trying to figure out what it might be, but I couldn't come up with anything. I had been imagining things. Perhaps my mind was playing tricks on me. Sorry, can't be clearer than that, Master.
Very well then. What do you make of that mysterious cube off in the distance?
To be honest, I have no idea. I've traveled to all manner of countries in my search for Sita, but never seen nor heard of anything like that. Nor have I. There's something about its shape that seems vaguely familiar. I'm sure that's not the kind of answer you're looking for. Not really, no. I could say it looks like a giant die or an enormous 3D puzzle. That wouldn't do us any good. We want to know what it's made of, not what it looks like.
You probably even History 7s don't know, there's obviously something unique to this lost belt. In which case, the only way we'll find answers is by investigating it. You can start with our immediate surroundings originally planned. And bet the fate of the world hinges on us. Let's make sure you do your damn jobs.
Hey, Master. I know he's your superior, but that sound have to be so condescending. Does he not know I'm a king? He's a good guy at heart, I promise. Oh, no matter. Even that I'm a servant now, I'll certainly overlook a transgression or two. He is definitely condescending, but also totally harmless. I recommend not dwelling on it.
Alright, why don't we get our investigation underway?
We'll begin with the immediate vicinity, so just head in the direction we tell you. Well, we should be all set. Might run into a wild animal or two along the way. Sure you guys be able to handle them just fine. Dun 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 dun. Certain members only. Can Oh, if it's just mash, tell me mash. Don't beat around the bush, tell me mash. I'm okay with it. Just don't make me go on a wild goose chase. Just like, oh, I wonder what other certain servants can be used. No, just tell me smash. Now, what do we want to use? We could use Grand New Year for a first turn free thing. Or we can use something a bit more offensive. Make her support, maybe. Let's see. boost and 4 stars each turn. Buster effectiveness by 30. She does have all that going for her. Buster effectiveness, Buster crit. MP charge at 50. Summer anniversary can work well. Alright, let's use this one. Higher starting. Gonna switch over to this. Gotta get it some more EXP. A quick debuff. Alright. Let's tank. And swoop in with Karna first. Alright. Gonna use that. Then we're gonna use this. Got a whale on these guys. Mash time! Good job. Do this. Good job, dude. Alright, next we'll follow up with this. Mold Camelot. Well, now, just because we can, Karna Noble Phantasm. It was inevitable.
排熱、そして充電に移行しますね、マスター。
Just say mash for the love of fuck. You know what? I think I'll just have her go full tank here. We did end up running into some wild animals. We all handled them, no problem. That's sad. Huh? Obviously something on your minds. Indeed. Now I've had a quick warm-up. I can say for sure. There's something strange about this land. I agree completely, but I can't figure out what it might be. Yes, compared to the one we know. From Hopper human history, was it? Feels as though there's something unusual covering the entire world. Is it like the loneliness you mentioned before? Maybe, maybe not. Nothing I can really put my finger on, nor can I put it into words. All I know for sure is that whatever it is, preventing us from performing at our best. Doesn't mean we can't fight. We definitely can't use 100% of our power. Think it'll get better? Honestly, I don't know. Things might improve once we get used to it, but at this point, can't say. Nonetheless, I wouldn't pay it too much heed. If we can't use all of our power, we still have more than enough to carry out your commands. So don't worry about us, Master. All you need to worry about is telling us what to do. Now it looks like we have more hungry beasts to deal with. Let's take care of them quickly, so we can continue investigating our surroundings.
System, all check. 大丈夫ですから。マスター。ビシュの加護。念には悪くない。
Alright.
いいだろう。うん。いいだろう。行くぞ。死人を変則のら。さあ、散ってしまえ。内熱衝撃は装填します。
小手調べといくか。
It is to all enemies, okay.
示弾装填します。
I should have started with Karna on that one. Alright, so for this one... Start with these, follow up with that. Come on, Karna. Or not Karna, Rama. Destructo Disc! Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. And now... Buster Chain. Oh, damn.
行くか。はい。じゃあ死人を
Hmm. What a baller.
示弾装填します。行くぞ。
遅い。
Oof.
細かすぎる。
内熱衝撃弾装填します。オルテナウス。ギジリ
Alright, go. Lord Camelot, or Mo Camelot.
神明凍結展開。これは多くの後多くの願いを受けた幻想の城。行くぞ。示弾装填します。いいだろう。
Archchain.
行くぞ。
Alright, let's do this.
我が力羅刹王すら屈した不滅の刃。その身で受けてみよ。
I should get him right.
シータ、もう少しだけ待っていてくれ。
Feel like you should be able to perform better than that. Is it an LE, not a single? So hey, what do you make of the area so far? We've been able to get a handle on it to some degree on our end, but I'd like you to hear your thoughts on it now that you've experienced it for yourself. Well, I can see a lot of placid bodies of water around here, all covered in lotus flowers, and it's very pretty. There's also plenty of dry land, so we haven't had any problems walking around. Basically, it's surprisingly normal. Well, of course water is essential for living things to survive. It looks as though there's large rivers here too, so it would be seen that it's just as environmentally stable as China was.
Oh, that signals that. Just as I suspected, a world with a pleasant climate is bound to have people, which also means it's bound to have towns. I just picked up on what appears to be one such town, the direction you're headed. I'll send you the coordinates now. Be sure to approach it with the utmost caution.
Okay. Weirdly, he doesn't get a bond up from this. Who does? I'm gonna go check. Well, if anyone does. Okay, no one. Also, upcoming event Morgan has some sort of boost. I have the wrong stuff on her. Close your eyes, clasp your hands, offer your prayers to the God above. Those three things are an important part of our daily life. Wait, I think I know who's saying this. Those three things are an important part of our daily lives. We all have to do them. My father complains about everything, but he still prays every day, even if he always grumbles why he doesn't. If I forget to pray at the right time, he gets really angry. Well, he's always angry, but he gets even more angry. I think if I had a mother, she'd get angry too. I only heard about mothers in stories, so I don't know that for sure. That's what I'd guess. Prayers are very important, so I can't blame them for getting angry. That's true for routine prayers and the prayers just for the sake of praying. Praying is an essential part of our lives. We pray and we pray, and we hope that our God hears us. We live our lives the best we can, try hard to be good people. So please, oh great God above, please guide us to the next yuga. What's all the commotion outside? I'm gonna go take a look.
Where do you think you're going?
It's okay, I already finished my prayers. Come on, Vihan.
Man, this place looks fucked up.
Once we confirmed the town was safe to approach, we decided to take a closer look, as there was only so much we could learn at a distance. That said, this isn't what I was expecting. Seems vaguely unsafe here. I'd have to agree. There's numbers of broken buildings, fountains just jutting out in an odd angle. It would be a beautiful town square if it was properly maintained. As it is now, it feels kind of run down. What about the townspeople? Are there any there? Yes, there are, though it feels like they're giving us a wide berth. I don't see any furry-eared beasts like we did in Russia. They don't look like the ages are skewed like in Scandinavia. At a glance, they look to be perfectly ordinary people. They do seem weary. They do seem weary of us. I don't sense any overt hostility. I imagine they'd react similarly to any unfamiliar visitors.
It would seem they're sizing us up just as we're sizing them up. In that case, it's best we don't give them unnecessary cause for suspicion. We'll refrain from calling you for the time being, so please use that time to focus on gathering as much information as you can.
Understood. Alright, here goes.
That doggo is adorable!
Doesn't seem to be afraid of us either. I think I'll try talking to her. Hi there. Could we talk to you for a bit? Yikes, you surprised me. Hello. No, I was talking to the dog, not you. Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, don't worry. I'm always spacing out, so I get surprised a lot. If you don't want to talk, that's fine with me. Say, can I ask you who you guys are? Never seen anyone else dressed like you before.
We're travelers.
That's right. Here's tiramisu. I'm Mash Carelite. May I ask your name? I'm Asha. This is Vinhan. He's astonishingly cute, isn't he? So, named after the Hindi word for hope and dawn. It's lovely. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I'm Rama. This is Karna and Nessa. You may have heard our names in stories of great warriors, but pay that no heed. Is it my imagination? These people here seem afraid of something now. So if you're travelers, that mean you don't have a home? No, we don't, at least not in this town. You don't? That's terrible! Shockingly terrible. Why is that terrible? 'Cause the Kali, of course. Can't pray without a house. Can't pray, the Kali are gonna eat you up. Kali? Asha, is that? Oh, what are you doing here, Asha? Can't you see what's happening? The Kali are here! Everybody inside! Okay, I'm locking the door. Get ready to pray! Get inside, hurry! The Kali are here? But these travelers don't have a home. Father, can we let them stay in ours? Of course not. Can't afford to look after a bunch of people we don't even know. Wait, please. You're Asha's father, right? Can you at least tell us what's going on? My name's Aji. Use it. I've got my hands full taking care of just one Ulaw. Sorry, but you lot are on your own. On our own with what? What? Were you born yesterday or something? With the Kali, of course. All we can do is lock ourselves up in our homes and pray that to our God not to discard us. So that we don't become faithless, worthless people, doomed to end up as nothing more than Kali food. Go on, travelers. You gotta hurry and find a place to hide and pray. Sure, you already know this, but the Kali... Be quiet, Asha. We can't afford to pray for them as well as us. Master, all these other people are gone. Looks like we're the only ones left still outside. Oh, wrong voice. Master, all the other people are gone. Looks like we're the only ones left still outside. They must have all gone back into their homes. Now what should we do? I know Asha told us to hide, but... Get back, Master. Is that the Kali? Be careful, that is not the only one. They're attacking everything in sight. This is why the town's in such poor shape. Kali. That's the devil's name. Must be some one unique Indian mythology rather than the one defined by the early church. Hi Coco, welcome to the stream. As you can see, we're playing more Fate Grand Order. And hi Mr. Mustache. There are survivors! Open the gate! The Kali are right behind them! Close the gate! The survivors are hot! Open the gate a little! And hi Mr. Mustache, welcome to you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the both of you. Glad you could swing on in. We're doing some story progress today. I'd like to be able to reach Lost Belt 7 when it releases, but that's probably not going to happen. But I can be hopeful. I have a new vid, want to see? Another battle vid? It's me a challenge quest? Alright, we can take a look at it. I would have clocked out earlier, but just when I was about to get off work, an old German lady had her account compromised, so... Alright, hold on a sec. Let me mute this. Minimize it. Okay. Going to... Give me a moment. Do. Customer assistance! Sounds like a pain in the ass. I deleted the browsers thing last time because I wasn't sure if I'd be using it again in the near future, but I was about to question why I was in light mode for a moment there. We'll use this for now. Let me know if it's too loud. Oh, new side window? I mean, I can add, like, different sources and whatnot. Oh, the Toa fight. Hi, Gasly.
これでどうだ。
Oh, I just realized what's going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna...
そうなんだ。この服は汚したくないな。戦いですから。やだな。
Control audio via OBS. Thank you. Now I can't hear it. Hold on. I'm gonna try this a different way. Gonna do a window capture. I'll have to sort out how to use those browser things better. For now, we're just gonna use this. Anyways, happy birthday, Gasly, and welcome home. Alright, so, starting lineup here. We got Castoria, Melusine, Jacques de Malloret, Leonidas, Quainskyd of Dark, and St. George. St. George is an anchor, is a peculiar choice, but okay. I'll see what you're cooking. Not like I didn't do the same thing. And her birthday, she's hanging out with 2 old pots. 2 old farts? I mean, we might be 2 old pots. Granted, that's not a. Granted, that's more of an older English insult, but. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. It's a 10-minute long video. Not sure if I'm gonna watch this entire thing. Let's see what sort of game plan you were using here. You're really rocket fueling this first turn. Checks out. Switching out Jacques. Alright. So, well, this hits him. Alright, that's some pretty damn good first turn damage there. Hell yeah, where'd it go? Oh, and you even looped. This reminds me, I'm gonna probably try and tackle my remaining CQs tonight. Fun. Well, you'll probably have better luck than I did on stream, because you got a better roster than my streaming account. I'll probably tackle some of my main ones off stream. I think I've done the best I can with my stream account. Alright, so this will break the bar. Hell's going on over here? I'll have to see what that's about later. Alright, we didn't manage to loop again with Melisai, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, and Queen Sky Dark is down, but she was only level 70. Alright, Leonidas coming in. Probably gonna use him to tank, right? Yeah. I see you're not using her secondary charge. I'm guessing so you can keep using the values from the single target. You also come in and shit on me again. Yes, yes I can. But even if I can critique you for a lot of things, you can always take solace in the fact that you'll still be able to do better than I am due to your roster. You can take solace in that fact alone. Ah, motherfucker's got protection from arrows going. I don't know what craft essence you had on St. George there, but it'd been good to have him have a death thing there. Call better roster, I call massive waste of money. Yeah, but you already have it, is the thing. What are you gonna do? Unhave it? If you got it now, might as well use it.
一撃一瞬で終わらせる石灰剣技開始つなげイノセンスアロンダイト
And this motherfucker has a lot of HP. This is the ones I managed to beat. God, he's got a lot of HP.
ねえ次は
Alright.
次やるよ出世ね神の法廷へ
Shock, let's see what you got.
隣によらならくしらり我ら光
God, that's hot.
母の体に入りて生まれる緑が
Ghastly, don't you wish that was you? Ghastly, when do we get the Jacques de Madurai foreigner cosplay? I think you could pull it off. Motherfucker sealed your noble phantasm. What a bitch! John's probably gonna die here. If she doesn't, that'll be shocking. Yeah, Jacques down. Thanks for the extra NP, stupid. Or HP, stupid. Is effectively how that's going. Not sure why you started with an arts, but alright. I'm sure it had something to do with whatever the hell you just did. Probably command code. Oh, I just realized you transformed. Oh. That's getting dangerous times. So glad I never have to do this quest again. Just watch them bring it back for another Gilfest or Nerofest or whatnot. Watch them bring it back for that. Oh, you're using command seals for this. That's some risky business. Not that command seals are bad. The risky part is the fact that they take a full day to recharge just one. Alright, you've got this. Oh, that's a real risky last turn there. 1 HP, decided not to heal again. Then again, he might have his Noble Phantasm ready. This is a real all or nothing final turn, isn't it? Hell yeah, way to go. Good job.
悪くない。空っぽの胸が
Very
弾
good
むよう
job.
だ。
Alright, I'm getting rid of the browser thing again. I don't want browser things to randomly pop up on me. Alright. Now, of course it crashed because of all that. Oh, my shoulder. That felt good. Thank for the react. You're welcome. I don't know how you Westerners categorize them, but we've always called them devils. I do get some sense that these aren't the same devils we know. Whatever they are, they're clearly bent on causing destruction. No king can sit utterly by and watch such destruction. These creatures will make worthy foes for my indestructible blade. My body still feels odd, but the effects are negligible. We should have no serious issue. Agree. I'm not about to let that stop me from helping. Give us your orders, Master. We'll handle these things. Got it. Let's fight. Right. My arm tricks is holding steady at best. At better than reading. My order tricks is holding steady at better than expected readings. I'm good to go too. Armored Shielder, moving out. I don't have the right craft essence on her. That sucks. Also, I have received small spoilers for Deal Call 2, which sucks. Because I just wanted to see Jolter stuff, and it had all sorts of spoilers. Well, basically one major spoiler. I won't go into it for people who don't know, but there's a particular plot point from Ordeal Call 2 that I now know of. Maybe not in fine detail, but I know of the general of it. God damn it. Right. Do it like this. Good job. I have baguette. I think you mean Bargath. No, I know what I said, motherfucker. I said you had baguette.
目を背けない
造作もない
いい判断です死になさい死になさい
Behold this noble phantasm, randomly appearing in every grocery bag ever in cartoons.
内側から防衛輝き
目造作いいでしょうスイッ手がありそうね無力だたまらなく
当然とはいえ嬉しいものですね皆さんのおかげです
Alright, I wanted to change up what I was doing here. Okay, yeah. This is the lineup I'd be using. Halloween. Get some bond points on you. Let's see. Yeah, this will be 5 for now. Well, actually, let's do it like this. All the way in the back. I continue to do my thing. There are more than I expected. This could be troublesome. Oh, stay back! Get away from me! Please, dear God, save me! It's my fault. I was one step too late. These people have no weapons with which to defend themselves. If their homes are destroyed, there's nothing they can do to avoid being eaten. This is horrific. I've been focusing on the Kali going. And after the more fragile houses, there seems to be no end to them becoming a problem. I could wipe them all out at once, my noble phantasm, but that'd also end up destroying the very people and homes we're trying to protect. We'll just do the best we can, and taking them out one at a time. Great, it's truly a race against time. Every second counts when eliminating these monsters.
Good grief, when I decided to stay out of the sight, so as to know how to interfere with information gathering, I never would expect you to end up suddenly fighting such an intense battle. It would seem I'll need to run all the instruments at full power, so no to miss any data. So much for my break, Hold it, there's something else headed your way. Many somethings, I should say, and all distinctly different from the creature you're fighting.
What are those white beasts? Are they hostile too? No, look, they're attacking the Kali. So they're on our side? Not necessarily. I'm not sure if they eat people or if they hunt Kali and simply mistook us for them. They're coming after us too! This Lost Belt's so sad. It is. All the Lost Belts are very sad, let's be completely honest. Especially the kids at the end. And this one. I guess there's no point in wondering how these new creatures might affect the situation. Just have to follow Karna's lead and put everything we have into fighting back. Can't let harm come to anyone else. Please, give us your orders, Master. Some good things to come out of it, though. Screen time for Peppuccino. And, more Coin Sky outfits that were fucking awesome. I haven't gotten to 7, so please no spoilers. I hear something big does happen there, but I don't know what it is. So if you know, don't tell me. I forgot to set that up. Alright, let's see. Gonna be surprised? I'd be surprised if I wasn't surprised, let's be honest. The Lost Belts have been curveball after curveball. Especially after the conclusion of Lost Belt 5, that was a hell of a curveball as well. And just fucking everything that went on in Lost Belt 6. Himiko's so cute. Yes, she is. She is cute as a button. All nearby hostiles have been eliminated. We did it. Finally managed to get rid of all the demonic-looking Kali monsters. The white beasts that showed up later.
As I suspected, it would seem these white beasts and Kali are mortal enemies, given how viciously they attacked one another.
Indeed, nor did the white beasts attempt to destroy any part of the town. Thanks to them, they were able to fend off the Kali. Where she punches the enemies is so brute, but she's cute doing it. Yeah, she is. She predicted a future where you're about to catch these hands. did have to eliminate them as well, given that they tried to attack us. You locked in this, huh? Now you've done it. Glad to see you, Ajay. Can you tell us what those things are? First, I figured these guys were from the other side of the mountain, since they don't pray. I guess they really are just a bunch of Ulor. I don't know anything about the Kali. Either way, I don't want any part of this trouble. What's there to tell? If you lot know what's good for you, you'll get out of here as soon as...
Miss, are you guys okay? You are? That's astonishing. So glad you're alright. I'm glad you're alright too, Asha. It's relief to see you're not hurt. Yeah, I'm okay. With Vishnu as well.
Aww.
I see. He's dragging his leg. Poor thing. Yeah, he got caught under a cabinet that fell down when our house started shaking. I'm sorry, Vinha.
God, is there any value in a dog that can't run?
What happened? The Kali are dead, and the sacred beast!
Hello, who are you?
I'm Parakas, or Prakasha. Prakasa. All these Indian names are gonna kill me. The town mayor. Are you travelers? Do you know anything about this disaster? Prakash. Thank you. We do. These beasts attacked us, so we killed them. You what? If you would like a full account, then call me. Call for your finest scribe. It would be such a waste for me to recount my exploits without someone present to record them. But what? What have you done? How could you have killed the very agents of our god that keep us safe? We didn't have a choice. It was self-defense.
Agreed, there was no other way. What's more, they were not the only ones we killed.
Totally not going to brag to his wife.
That's right. We also fought the creatures you call Kali. Please understand, we're only trying to protect your town.
Ha! Don't be ridiculous! There's nothing to understand! What you have done is unforgivable! It goes against every law of this world! Besides, the god's sacred beast would never attack people without a good reason! This is terrible! If we incur the god's wrath, he thinks our town allowed, or worse, encourage your vile deeds! We'll all be done for! Go away! Leave our town at once! You're no longer welcome in Bishkur! Well, fine, I can't pronounce your town's name properly anyway, so good day, sir! Yeah, get out of here! You damn heretics, get us all killed!
Oh no, could they be the people I've been hearing and rumors about lately? Does this mean we're going to suffer divine punishment?
Why is everyone's accent so different around here? Well, this is unexpected. They all look like they might start throwing stones at any moment. What would you have us do, Master? Remember when this came out and everyone couldn't pronounce Ashatimon's name. Don't worry, I can't pronounce it right now. Retreat! I just always call him Hot Wheel Man.
I agree. It'd be difficult to gain any more information under these circumstances. Besides, I think we should try to avoid trouble with the locals as much as we possibly can. Let's go look for somewhere outside of town to set up camp. Poor travelers.
What is a phone out of you do?
Okay, Gordoff, I'm gonna need to pause for a moment here. This. Okay, Gordoff. I gave you a British accent because I thought it fit your general character design. I later find out you're German or something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's German. But you still use British phrases. Pick a lane, dude. I'm sticking with the older British gentleman thing because, once again, it fits your character design. I've committed to it this far. But, like, there's a reason I thought you were British.
No sooner do you phone a time than you get kicked out for phoning. Barely even have any intel to show for it. All you did was waste all precious time. That's Russia, the Scandinavia, and China, and out India.
My lineage goes all the way back to Genghis Khan. Oh, nice. So, where were you born?
I'm from Iowa.
I mean, it makes a bit more sense for an American to have, like, a lot of melting pot, like, generalizations there. But with the way that the mages' families were set up, they're not exactly very mobile. My only assumption here is that, yes, Gordoff's family was German, but he was raised, the homunculi that raised him all had a more British alignment because the clock tower and whatnot that his family was involved with. That's my only assumption of why he acts and dresses the way he does despite his German heritage. It's my only guess here. Because it doesn't seem like his parents were very hands-on in raising him from the sounds of it.
Why can't we catch a damn broik?
Good grief. When you're examining a crime scene with a magnifying glass, Gordoff, you focus on the stains of your pants before even considering the evidence.
Huh? What that's supposed to mean? What are you saying I have a stain on my finely ironed slacks?
They were also apparently abusive to him. In Karna's event with Gordoff, it's a hypothesized he slapped to wake him back up. Instead, he has a PTSD attack from when he was a child. Oh no! So literally, the homunculi who hardly gave him any retort were better caretakers for him than his own goddamn parents. I know mages kind of suck as parents in the wider Fate franchise, but like, you hate to see the results of it time after time. You start to think Rin's dad might have been one of the only normal people. And that's normal with huge quotation marks around it. Kinda also took away that he has claustrophobia from that bit because he mentioned not wanting to go back into an enclosed space. Yeah, that's not shocking either.
No, I beg your pardon. Your uniform is quite spotless.
Of course it is. Any sailor worth their salt would keep their uniform white as snow. Had mine cleaned by the laundry type before we left.
Laundry type? I do recall seeing a weird-looking captain running around base before.
Holmes, do you mean that if we find anything that might lead us to what we're seeking, we should prepare to suffer a few setbacks at first?
Precisely. If you do focus on your expense ledger, you'll miss the evidence that's right in front of you, my dear Watson.
Understood. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
Side note, what does Watson look like as a servant?
I wish I knew.
Hard to think being a mage fucking sucks. Maybe just the lower rung mages are the ones who actually get off easier because they're not dragged into all of this horse shit. Like, the player character in Fate, 8 Grand Order, is an outlier. They grew up normal. They didn't come from some huge mage family, they just have minimal working magical circuits and race shift compatibility. They're so bottom of the barrel and so, like, simplistic. They didn't have to go through most of the shit that a lot of these mage families start going through. Mostly because they can't, you know, get the fuck along. And of course want to pursue the Holy Grail, which at this point it's been, what, 4 canonical wars? Maybe stop. Like, canonical wars along the same timeline. That's not including any timelines that were pruned. Because there's a ton more there, too. Goddamn master in a nutshell. Hey, kid! Do you know magic? Well, I could make it look like I didn't attach my thumb. Eh, close enough! Cue abduction. They have a bit more than that. They're not Shinji. Amber Alert up in here. Yeah, they're not Shinji, so they're doing a bit better than he is. But Shinji's also not great, not just because not as a person he is an awful piece of garbage, but he is part of one of the big mage families and got the short end of the stick at the same time, so he's like in one of the worst positions. I understand where his inferiority complex and whatnot came from, but he's still an awful human being. Enough said. Surprised he lives through anything, to be honest. From the 2 Fate Stay Night timelines that I know of, he somehow lives. He gets absolutely wrecked in them, but he's still alive somehow, and I don't know how. How did no one be like, you know what? Fuck it, leave him, let him die. Makes it worse that he's adopted, so he doesn't even have an actual Matou going for him. Is no one in the Matou family actually a Matou at this point? God damn it. Sakura isn't. Shinji isn't. Is there anyone in the Matou bloodline that is actually blood related to each other? If anyone was, it'd probably be the most oriental version of Alabama. But it's... the Matou bloodline isn't even a bloodline. Like, the Matou family just sounds like a shell company. But for mages now. It's not actually real. All it has going for it is reputation that it hasn't rightfully earned. It just has an outward exterior that makes you think it has a reputation. Because that's what it is at this point. Understood. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
I bet there's more chance to be Watson. Cares more legitimately pretension to be so acutely aware of my appearance. I knew that, of course. I was just plain devil's advocate. nervous, high-strung devil's advocate. It was, just a cutting prod, that reaction from Holmes. Yes, that's it.
Well, anyways, we need to find a good place nearby where we can pitch camp, right? In that case, why don't we try asking the little bunny hiding in the tall grass behind you for a recommendation?
Good idea. In that case, please don't hide in there, Asa. Can you come out where we can see you?
In that case, pulls out a Glock.
Yikes, you surprised me.
Since we're already surprising her, I might as well introduce myself. I'm sure she can handle it. Hi there, Asha. My name's Da Vinci. I'm a friend of Tiramisu's. I'm not actually there right now. I'm just using something called a transmission to send my voice over the air. There's also a detective here who might pop in every now and then. Don't mind him, he's harmless. Oh, we also have a commander who's obviously really bad with kids. But I'm having him sit this out, whether he likes it or not.
Wow, just one surprise after another. You travelers can do amazing things, can't you?
The other townspeople were eager to see us leave. Why did you come after us?
That's just like Karna to get straight to the point. Curious about that too, but still. Oh, well, I wanted to give you these. Thank you for saving us.
Ooh, bananas.
Why does my detective have a needle?
Sherlock, no! I just want to see if my servant Bonnie can take it.
You have a body made completely of ether. You shouldn't even have addiction.
It's just memory and curiosity.
Son of a bitch! Where'd you even find this?
You know, that is a good question. Where the hell did you find this, Holmes? We didn't take anything from China because, you know, that drug would kill us. And the planet's been wiped clean.
The H knows no biology.
No, seriously, Holmes, where did you get this?
I know a guy.
You know a guy. Well, right now, we know the same number of living people. So what the hell do you mean you know a guy? Oh, bananas, thanks.
Oh, these are 5 bananas indeed. You know, they used to feast on bananas at Hanumana. Or Han-un-man. And would pick from me all the time. They were like jewels of the heavens, so delicate. Yet a single bite could make your cheeks melt away in pleasure. But I can tell that these bananas are surely every bit their equal. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for this gift, Asha.
Hanuma?
You know, Hanuma, the monkey god. One of my closest allies. What's that? Never heard of him. Poor Hanuma. I guess he could... I literally just got that name. After the amazing atheist, I can never look at banana the same way again. What? Do I want to know? It's best I don't know? Okay. Poor Hanuman. I guess even picking up and carrying a whole mountain wasn't enough to make you famous. We're in no position to be laughing at La Casamana. Picking up a whole mountain. Rama, is Hanama the Indian version of Sun Wukong? No, that couldn't be. He wasn't a monkey god. Even if he achieved, even if he ascended to a Mustafa, that doesn't make him the monkey god. Or maybe this is one of those twisted tales. No, this would be much older than Journey to the West anyways. I just know they have very similar feats in that regard. Hold on. Sincerely doubt the answer could be no. Let me ask you something just to make sure. Have you heard the name Rama before? Who knows, might be the other way around. I mean, Journey to the West is a comparatively newer story, just using a lot of characters from the Chinese pantheon. So I would guess that any story that made it to China involving Hanama might have influenced the writing of Journey to the West. That's my guess there. Innocently cocking head. What? My name is Karna, the warrior you once fought alongside the Kaurava, the descendants of King Kuru. Have you heard my name before? Shaking head. I see. Well, that's no surprise. Still have a long way to go, far besides the mastery I strive for. Don't be ridiculous, Karna. It's giving yourself far too little credit. It is no exaggeration to say that India, from proper human history, there's not a single person alive who has not heard your names. That is how great your heroic deeds were. So if the people here have no familiarity with the myths of the past, or the figures from which well-known stories, that would mean that neither the Mahabharata nor the Ramayana exist in this lost belt. Alternatively, they may have existed in the past, but have since been forgotten. How sad to think that these people this day have never heard of my grand exploits. No way, does that mean we can't even be sure my exploits happened here? And if they didn't, that means that neither I nor Sito existed in this India. Either way, if Asha hasn't heard of you, no point in pursuing that line of questioning any further. I think it's best we stick to the questions she can actually be able to help us with, starting with our campsite. Asha, we're looking for a place where we can rest for the night. Can you think of any good spots? Well, there's a cave near here. We used to play hide and seek. Anything to give us shelter from the wind and rain sounds great. Show us the way there? Sure, follow me. And on the way, we can ask about the really important things like the you-know-what over there. Right, Asha, can I ask you something? Do you know anything about that giant tree way off in the distance? Oh, you're curious about that too, huh? So am I. It sprang up out of nowhere a while ago. I was so surprised. Is that all you know about it? Well, yeah. I mean, it's really far away, you know? Most of the people in town say probably something to do with that guy, like the god's sky boulder. That's actually what I wanted to ask you about next. Is God's sky boulder what you call an enormous cube floating over those mountains? Uh-huh. God's sky boulder. Now that we know its name, Next question is obviously, what exactly is it?
Well, that's a funny question. God's bodybuilder is God's skybuilder. It's been around forever, just like the sun and the ground. Everyone knows that.
Hmm.
I don't know what else to say. God's skybuilder is God's skybuilder. It's like the sun is the sun. I'm positive my father would say the same thing.
Then why is it called God's Skyboulder? Not that I can imagine how humans could have made such a thing.
Finally sitting down, so I gotta get started on my CQs. Pray for my sanity. Have a good stream, Doppel. Alright. I hope you have a wonderful stream yourself, Mr. Mustache. Thanks for swinging on in.
I think it's because God made it, or maybe because he lives there? Sorry, I really don't know. Nobody ever goes near it.
Oh, why is that? Speaking for myself, I find it an enormously compelling object of interest. Most mysterious indeed. It is without a doubt worth investigating.
I just know it's got something to do with our God. Some people are supposed to say that way. Besides, it also says there's lots of Kali around there trying to kill our God. Not just me. My father, my aunt, nobody beats you. Whoever goes there.
Oh yeah, we have to ask about the Kali too. From what we saw, I'm guessing their attacks happen pretty regularly, but...
Oh wow, you mean Kali never come to your town, travelers? It's so surprising. You must be from somewhere really far away, especially if you can't even see this God's skyboulder from there. But yeah, and of course Kali show up a lot whenever Yuga's about to end. And since tomorrow's Kali Yuga, I bet there'll be way more tomorrow than there were today.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You mean you don't know? I thought everyone knew lots of Kali show up during the Kali Yuga, since it's the last Yuga and all. That's why everyone always locks the doors even tighter and prays even harder than they did for Devarapa Yuga today.
Question, what will happen when tomorrow is over?
You mean you travelers don't even know that? That's really surprising. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that, even Vihan. I mean, something as natural as the sun giving us daylight, you know?
Let's just say we're from somewhere really far off the beaten path. A place pretty much at the ends of the world, where everything from society to history is fundamentally different. So please tell us, Asha, what happens when the Kali Yuga is over?
Why our God passes judgment. Everyone dies, of course. But then, if our God decides you're worthy, he brings you back to life, and the first happy Yuga starts all over again.
The manners are really good, but... Let me just make sure I have these yugas straight, Asha. In this world, the first yuga lasts for 4 days, the second lasts for 3, the third lasts for 2, and the final one, Kali Yuga, comes on the final day. Am that right?
Uh-huh. Oh, but you say each Yuga used to be way longer a long time ago. Once upon a time, I heard there used to be something called years and months during each Yuga, though I don't know what they are. Maybe that's why our father always said it's a lot harder to keep track of things like anniversaries now. I wonder if he remembers that my 4,000th day of being alive is coming up soon.
And what Kali Yuga is. So when the Kali Yuga is over, said God will then pass judgment. Killing everyone and bring them back to life, right?
An actual God. Guess it's certainly not impossible, especially given what we saw in Scandinavia, but still. So this judgment's just a normal part of life here. As long as you pray, everything stays the same. Just like how the sun rises when it's morning.
It would seem my sheer perception of normality, or fundamentally misaligned, could be quite different. After all, it only makes sense that someone who perceives such abnormalities to be entirely mundane would find them unremarkable.
Well, we still have to take each difference one at a time. Let's start with something simple. In this case, I think it's going to be defining exactly what a yuga is. Yuga might be a pretty well-known concept, but it's still important to make sure we're all on the same page. Plus, talking about it might help us figure out what the differences are between our concept and Asha's concept. So first off, does everyone here know what yugas are in our world? I don't, so I was hoping you would fill me in. Hold on. Yugas are Hindu concepts that say the worlds are cycling between 4 distinct periods. In order, these periods are called Kratra, or Syata Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dvapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. When the Kali Yuga draws near, law and order and morality cease to exist. The world starts to fill up with evil instead. That's when the Kali Yuga ends. Then when the Kali Yuga ends, gods are said to destroy the world, remake it, and let a new Ketra Yuga begin all over again. Thank you, Captain. Not at all. Just overheard something from which I was familiar, so I thought I would chime in. That's all I had to say. Captain, now I see. If your true name is what I think it is, then you won't have some ties to India. So you guys do know what yugas are. Well, that's a surprise. Oh, I get it. You were just teasing me, weren't you? You're so silly.
It truly is different. There are some concepts we share and some we don't. Both are mixed together in the same word. At least it seems we're mostly on the same page when it comes to our enemy. I also know that the devils called Kali appear during the Kali Yuga to plunge the world into chaos.
Sure, but according to Asha there, today's only supposed to be the third one, the Dvapara Yuga. The Kali are always around, though just more than depending on the Yuga. I almost never see one during the Kratra Yuga. There's so many during the Kali Yuga, it's shocking. If a Kali kills you, you won't be able to receive the god's blessing anymore. That's why everyone prays so hard. So it's not getting killed you're worried about. What comes afterwards? Does she mean that in a religious sense?
Whatever the reason for it, sounds like there will be even more Kali attacking that town tomorrow. What would you have us do, Master? Can't just stand by and do nothing.
I agree. Kaldea values human life above all else, even if that notion flies in the face of how this lost spell works.
Exactly. Sometimes there are things you just have to do, regardless of whether people hate you or even cast stones at you for it. In my case, those things come so naturally to me that it's hardly even a choice. My body just ends up moving on its own. I think that's what happened back when I lent my aid to Sugariva long ago. The man I failed to save earlier. Dying Scream was not one of a man who made peace with his fate. The system seems evil to me,
I may no longer be able to save that man's life. I can at least make sure the tragedy never happens again.
Then we are decided. We fight. This lost belt may not be familiar to us. Yet for some reason this land of India feels familiar to me. Perhaps some of me originates here, as well as China. I can't say why. But I will not hesitate to protect these people, these innocent people. Now we know what is happening. Tomorrow I will work even harder than ever. Do not worry, Master and Mash. Nessa.
We've only just begun our investigation of this lost belt's tree of igneous, to say nothing of this god's sky a boulder object. Given that these townspeople could help shed some light on these things, I would certainly hate to lose any of them. It'd be dangerous to help them, but I won't stop you from doing so.
The townspeople also called those white creatures sacred beasts, said they were the gods' agents. But there weren't nearly enough of them to handle all the Kali. And that's before they went and tried to attack us too. Can't count on them. We're going to be fighting even more Kali tomorrow. I would like to find another fighter or two to shore up our ranks while we have the chance.
Given what happened earlier, I don't think we can expect the townspeople to help us out. What is it, Asha? Is something the matter? No, nothing's wrong. See, I'm back in town. I actually peeked out the window and saw you guys fighting. I was still praying to our God the whole time. I think I should be totally fine. You're amazing. I've seen people go hunt you before. You guys didn't move anything like them. Like you weren't even human. Yeah, so you're talking to other people far away after I followed you. Got surprised all over again. So, I was just wondering. You guys may be gods, but not the god.
Gods who hunt the god. That's an interesting way to put it.
Well, yeah, there's only one god. You're obviously not him, right? Sorry, man. I hope I didn't say anything weird.
Only one god, but India's pantheon is known for being one of the largest in all mythology.
I guess I did say something weird. I'm sorry. Lately there's been rumors going around of people who seem like gods but aren't the god, so I just thought.
Matter of fact, Karna here is practically a god. And that's not true, Master. I'm merely the son of Sira, god of the sun. Certain no god myself.
I never heard of any god by that name before. So amazing, I'm shocked. Rasha thought we were the beings she heard rumors about. That would, of course, mean people are talking about other beings like us.
Sure does. Whoever it is, they're very likely to be a servant. Knew there had to be at least one in this lost belt.
They say one of them came to Bishu not too long ago. I think they're staying on a mountain near here. Are they a friend of yours?
Came to your town.
Uh-huh. During the last Kocha Yuga, so I didn't get to meet them myself. They only took a little look around the town before they went to the mountain. Are you sure they are not just a passing traveler? I guess it could have been, but I heard they dressed really funny. They even said they were a god. Could be a divine spirit. If they were alone, there could be a rogue servant. Sure, they would be a powerful addition to our force if we could convince them to help us.
Indeed. Still a lot we don't know about this world's yugas. But we can't focus on them once we've dealt with this immediate threat. Now that we've eaten our fill of those delicious bananas, I say we try and look for this being next.
I'm sorry. I wish I could show you the way. I need to get home before I get in trouble. That's okay. You can just tell us where to look. I'm sure we can find this place ourselves. I'm actually more worried about you, Asha. I know your town isn't too far from here. Still don't like the idea of you making the walk home by yourself. I'll be fine. The Kaliolius showed up. I can always count on Vinhan too. Oh, right. I didn't bring him with me because he got injured. But it's okay. I can be home in no time as long as I run all the way there.
Master, could you see that she gets home safely without her noticing? Very well. You have my word that no harm will come to her.
Okay then. See you later, Miss God.
Just miss is fine. See you later.
Bye. No, I was so surprised when she came all this way after us just to say thanks. Especially given how the adults there reacted to us. She was so sweet. We learned a lot of useful things from her.
Definitely. That's sad, Mash. I'm sure you're already aware of this, but...
Yes, I know. Once we destroy the Lost Belt, she and Aji are going to disappear, just like the people we met in the other ones.
From a purely pragmatic perspective, maintaining good relations with the locals will facilitate our information gathering efforts. I suppose the only advice I can give you is to not think about it too much.
I was right. Just be ourselves, not worry about it for now.
Okay, Master.
And it is instructed, Master. I shall walk straight back to town. There's no safe sound in her home. Thanks, Carter. I kept an eye out for colony along the way, there and back. Didn't see a single one. However, can't say for certain whether that's because they had attacked us, as Asha said, or merely a coincidence. Fortunately, there is still a great deal we do not know about these beings. It won't be long before we face them again. That gives us all the more reason to bolster our forces. Let us be off to this mountain where the god lives. I wonder what sort of god they are. Certainly be nice they turned out to be one we know, just to save time. Of course, I'm hoping that will be Sita. Is the avatar Lakasumi. So, she could easily have ended up being treated as a god in her own right. I hope you'll be reunited with her as well. There's no guarantee the serpent will even be an Indian god. They're just as likely to turn out to be a god from the West or other region altogether. The odds of our encountering a familiar face are really quite slim. Try not to get your hopes up too high. Dun dun dun.
This is the mountain Asha told us about.
So far, not seeing the god we're looking for.
I don't detect a seventh reading from here. What can you sense?
I think I can sense something akin to divine aura, but it's too faint to be certain. I sense it too. At least we'd seem to be on the right track. Let's keep looking around. Hey! Is anyone there? Here! Sita! It's me, Rama! Is anyone here? It's good as nowhere. Split up, cover more ground. That is very true. I can fly by using my wind-fire wheels. I will search from the skies above. Whoosh.
But please don't go too far, Neza. Don't know what else might be here. Do you think she'll be okay?
Oh, she's a veteran hero in her own right. I'm sure she'll be fine. Said it herself, something similar to us in certain ways. To agree that her tendency to rush headlong towards her goals with single-minded earnestness has the potential to cause trouble. But I also doubt that few can keep up with her sheer airborne maneuverability. Besides, seems we have our own things to worry about. Yeah, figures to be a monster or two hanging around the mountain where the god lives. Think you guys can take these things out quickly so you can get back to looking for them, please. I... Dun 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 dun.
戦場の指揮は私の領分です。あなたは安全なところまで下がってください。
Hold on a sec. Alright, there we go.
あまり悩みすぎない。楽しくなるでしょ。指揮をこうしてあげる。みなぎるお米だわ。いいちろ。目に映るもの。慈悲、神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は非業もの。何人通るにあたわず。
Let's see.
火の火の火と。
Alright. Boom, boom, boom.
目を背けないと逃がすもの。終点と宵闇を映す水面よ。この身に強行を示したまえ。精神かたどる苦音の鏡。モルゴー。 目を背けないと。よく言いました。逃がすもの。
Smite! Fucking bees!
よく言いました。いいでしょう。造作もない。死になさい。戦闘もいいですが。 夜会も嫌いではありません。マスターなのですから、それくらいの気は利かせるように。
He was disposed of all the hostiles then.
Yes, it was no problem. I don't think the Ornatrix has ever been in better shape. So much more stable now than it was before we came to the Wandering Sea. Not only does it have properly outfitted equipment now, we have both Da Vinci and Scions fine-tuned. It is like this one proverb I heard a while ago. Giving an ogre a heavy weapon?
Something's not right.
I knew it. I thought it sounded strange as soon as words left my mouth. Kitoki's the one who taught me that expression, but I think something might have gotten lost in translation.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Japanese sayings either. I was speaking about our enemies. They're indeed all gone. There is still something else here. Something whose intentions I cannot discern. Huh? There. Show yourself. Thus cleared to show a human with a sublimely beautiful body. A body with... I'm just imagining this being Peppuccino narrating for himself. A body with perfect symmetry, as if it were the epitome of genderless beauty. Their lips curved in an indomitable but amicable smile, even after Carnisphere sailed past them, grazing their side and obliterating the boulder with sufficient force to impale 100 frail-bodied humans. They were smiling. They were smiling with the same casual ease as a person enjoying a gentle breeze at an outdoor cafe. Their face betrayed not so much as a hint of fear or panic. It was as though they had not a care in the world, even after being a millimeter from death. My. Since when is a servant supposed to go tossing spears at fragile little humans? You're a normal human. I would indeed be deeply ashamed. I sense such an attack would not nearly be enough to end you. Now that I've seen you for myself, I'm even more confident in that assertion.
Well, doesn't that just smack of a bit of ex post facto covering your derriere, honey? I thought I'd hit myself pretty well, so imagine my surprise when that spear went whizzing past me. Oh well, that's what I get for not being more careful about investigating strange noises. You're... Peppuccino! Hey, long time no see, Mashy. Oh my, you're so much more expressive now than you were last time I saw you. Well, I think that's just peachy. The moment I saw that thing soaring across the sky, I was overcome with emotion. Loathing as foul and putrid as excrement, raised so hot it could blind me. Above all, something I couldn't ignore no matter how hard I tried. Which is why,
I had to destroy it no matter what. What? Okay, no, that wasn't Peppercino, that was someone else. Who are?
Scandinavian. In Peppercino, you're one of the cryptids.
Abstivity. You must be Caldea's new director. As for you... My... Why, you must be Mashy's master, Tiramisu. That's right. Oh my, how forthcoming of you. I like that. You're here, Peppercino, then. You must be the cryptor in charge of this lost belt, aren't you? Yes, I suppose I am. So you're here to stop us from cutting down the tree of emptiness? Oh, right. Almost slipped my mind. Before we do that whole song and dance, something I really should warn you about. Oh, and what is that? Don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly happy to sit here and chat with you all you like. But maybe you should be a little more concerned about your absent friend right now. Huh? What are you talking about?
Woody, look out! Something's plummeting right towards you.
They're servants. One of them's Neza, but her vital signs are dropping like a rock. And the other one is... what in the world? Can't... Neza, Master, it's Neza, but her body is... I failed. I was careless. Master, I'm sorry. This is beyond terrible. It would be one thing if I had lost. Only lost, but this... Master, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have helped you more. Shit. Wait, lost Neza. That's not good. Not good at all. Keep your guard up, Master. We can mourn for her later. Those dust clouds have cleared away, and whoever killed Neza is about to step out. It was... Gaidaru Neza. Why isn't this a spiritual undress? Seriously. Huh? Neza?
I'm afraid not. Yes, that is Neza. She's not the one we know. I will be direct. The Neza you know is God. Her spirit ocean is completely vanished. The Neza before you now is not the one summoned at the Wandering Sea, nor the one who was once present at Caldea. I suspect that serpent there is a different side of Neza, an enemy who serves this lost belt.
Report. Individual. Exercise complete. Hereby returning to my duties as a Divine General. Eliminating foreign elements. Commencing operation. Report to me. That tall man is gone. Didn't even see him leave. That's concerning too. I don't have time to go looking for him now. I don't know if this Nessa is his servant or not. Her intentions couldn't be more hostile. We'll have to focus on dealing with her first. Here she comes, Master and Mash. I know how you feel right now, but you need to get your heads in the game. Right. Disengaging Ortrix limiter. Ready for full powered anti-servant combat. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's rumble.
不満はありません。むしろ上がります。さて、どこから潰したもの？簡単に終わらないように。さて、どこから潰したもの？
当たるも響か当たらぬも響か
華麗に返しよく言いました。分断する。アコール。
Nice hit. A berserker. Okay. Alright.
ハーグね。
目を背けないで。
鏡
Let her have it.
終点と宵闇を映す水面よ。この身に教訓を示し
Been better if this was a buster attack I had on Morgan coming up, but beggars can't be choosers.
それは絶えず見た滅びの世。最果てにありながらトリバースロードレスキャメラ内側から
Overcharging that wasn't fantastic. Alright, we got something. Follow up with this. Here we go. Skadoodly. Alright, that wasn't quite enough either. Oh, just got an invade up. Let's rip it away.
造作もない無力だたまらなく
Alright, there goes Morgan. Himiko's almost down. Strike forth. Boom, boom, boom.
この剣が放満たる種族の証震えなさいブラックの剣カラティーンですわ
There we go.
隣国はお気に召しましていずれこの星のすべてを私の庭に
She's strong. Battle is proceeding smoothly. Victory is at hand.
You might be a little more talkative than Arneza. You don't understand your situation at all.
Denied. There is truth. There's nothing wrong with my analytical capabilities. Higher priorities recalled. Disengaging from battle.
Damn, she got away. She acting under her master's orders. I can't tell that Neza was a formidable fighter indeed, since she is optimized for this land. If we had kept at it, one of us would have ended up resorting to releasing the full power of their double phantasm. Perhaps we should be grateful that this mountain where the god we are looking for resides still stands intact. Ash. I know what's going on. It's a lot like the tides. No matter how much you plead, how much you pray, there are some things you can't stop. You just have to accept them. I got to know Neza pretty decently myself after I met her in the Wandering Sea. It's true that I was interested in how her mechanical body was made with sage arts. It felt like we were similar somehow. So I know that Neza was a great warrior and an upstanding servant. Sure, she was prepared for this, much more than she needed to be. She never want you guys to be so sad about her that you stop moving forward. Yes, you're right. Let me ask you one thing. Did she die in vain? Not at all. Enemy's sheer mobility was like few things I've ever seen. Neza hadn't come in contact with them first. Might have taken us by surprise and critically injured all of us. If that's what you think, hero benefaction, then it must be true. And when we get back, I'll make a report to Scion, tell her Neza has fulfilled her duties admirably. I'm sorry, I'm okay now. Let's get back to work.
Agreed. Now is not the time to worry about this other Neza. We'll handle that analysis on our end. Although one thing I did notice in your battle just now was that she did not appear to be subject to the world's estrangement effects as you are. So we may be able to learn more about that effect by focusing our efforts there.
This world's estrangement effects. Good way to put it. It does feel like we aren't truly in this world, even though we clearly are. Anyways, we won't have answers for you anytime soon. I'd like you guys to keep going with your god search for now. I'll just have to do that. Come now, cheer up. King's orders. Put around won't get us anywhere. Sometimes you have to say goodbye when you're ready. And others you get to meet someone, one you've never expected to. That's life. Come on, master. We have a new god to meet. Okay, let's go find him.
Yes, master. Promise we'll get to search with my full effort.
You and your hug mash. Actually, I think we'll bring things to a close there. Going for a fair bit, and it is getting late. I did start late, which is my bad. But I think that is a good stopping point for now. We'll continue this another time, maybe tomorrow. Haven't decided yet. But with that being said, I'd like to wish you all a fond farewell, and thank you for stopping by. If you liked this, of course, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because it really helps me out. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, hopefully about 2 if I'm not running late again. 2 my time, of course. And until next time, fare thee well.